In 2022, we started developing our raw land into a functioning off-grid homestead. From installing our solar array and battery system to pouring the foundation, we started from absolutely nothing and did more than 90% of this build all by ourselves. Late this summer, we finally put the finishing touches on what we're calling phase 1 of our build. That means getting the house up to code, passing final inspections, and getting our CO, or Certificate of Occupancy. We may not have all the finishing touches up yet, but we invite you to see what it looks like to build something yourselves from scratch and what's possible when you line up your stars. All right, let's start in the living area. So one of the first things you see when you walk in is our pellet stove. This is how we actually heat the whole place. There isn't any propane. Our house is fully solar and pellet powered, which is really cool. This is actually, I think, sized to heat up to 2,000 square feet, and our house is a little bit over 1,000, so it gets really toasty in here super fast. Let's go to the stage, as we're calling it. This is where we have our couch and our projector system. The couch is new to us. It's actually the first couch that Brian and I have bought together in the entire time that we've been a couple, and even before we weren't a couple. It's the only couch I've ever bought in my whole life. And we watch stuff at night, like movies and TV shows, with the projector up against this wall, and just kind of rearrange. It's a temporary solution. We're working on something more permanent, but it works for us now, and it keeps everything really open and eliminates the need for television as the focal point of the space, which is really nice. Over here, we have our dining setup. We do eat dinner here sometimes. Sometimes we eat on the couch. Usually we eat breakfast at the table too, but you get these really nice panoramic views of the mountains, which is of course why we live here. And it is the dining set and rug that we took from our old house. So it was moved all the way from Tampa to Colorado, and we really like it, so we kept it. This is also where the dogs like to be. It's where their beds are. The main focal point of this space is of course the windows and the doors, so that you can see out onto the mountains and the sunset. And as you can see, the sun actually just went down, so we'll get some really nice colors here across the sky in a little bit. Let's head over to the kitchen.
All right, friends, here we are. We're in the kitchen now, living on the island. So, yeah, I didn't know much about kitchen islands until now. I still don't know a lot, and I don't know. It's interesting though. But yeah, we extended it out so we can have like some stools here. Probably put like 3 or 4 stools here. Where we'll use them, I don't know. Will people visit? Maybe. I don't know. We're gonna sleep. One bedroom. We did put the sink on the island. At one point we were gonna put the range on it. I think we were also gonna do nothing. Yeah, we were gonna do nothing on the island so we can have space to work and do stuff on. And we realized that there was just not a lot of space here. So we did put the sink here. It works out pretty well. We do bump into each other a little bit, especially with the dogs. One of the things that I love about this kitchen so far is this light. And I've always wanted to make a light like this. I don't know always, but since I've made lights, I've made a few. Made 1, 2, a couple of LED lights, whatever. I was always wanting to make a light like this that's string. And I think if you watch the video, it was actually supposed to be longer. And it's kind of fortunate that it wasn't, because I kind of like how equally lit everything is. So we cook over here, if you're curious on where we cook. This is where we like to cook. So it's a 3 burner with like this flex zone. Yeah, it's induction, so it's all electric like everything else, and uses a lot of power, that's for sure. Especially if you're using a bunch of burners, but we have a lot of power, so it works out. So for ventilation, you have this that pops up. Do we use it all the time? Yeah. No. Honestly, if we have a good breeze, especially like a north or eastern breeze, which is rare, but if we do, we open one of the windows over here, or the door, and then open this window, and the air just sucks right out. So it's pretty cool. I love it. But this thing here, it's like, theoretically, food cooks, sucks it right out. It goes out and vents out. So, yeah, so we did go with butcher block. I think I vowed years ago never ever do butcher block again. and here we are with Butcher Block. Why? Many factors. Affordability. I knew I could cut through it. I knew I could install it myself. And I think also I found someone else's suggestion on the finish. So our last time we had Butcher Block, we actually made it so it's food grade, so we can, knead bread on it and stuff. And Chelsea did it on occasion, but we really didn't use it as a cutting board or anything like that. So this one is not like food grade. You want to be, eating off of it and stuff like that, or cutting it. But it's a spar urethane, which is used a lot on like doors, exterior doors and windows that are wooden or whatever. So this is awesome. I haven't refinished it yet. I used to do it it felt like every couple months with the old one. I'm gonna have to do it again soon, but yeah, it's pretty cool. And as we go on, you'll see a lot of unfinished like window trim and stuff like that. I'm gonna tackle that probably month by month, room by room. Yeah, so it's gonna be one of those
ongoing.
It's gonna be on the list. It's on the list. We all know what that list is. All these things that we gotta do that we're gonna just put it on the future Brian having to deal with. So Chelsea picked out all these cabinets. I think she picked out all the colors and everything. I don't think I really. I just approved. I was like, cool, that looks cool. So everything, the knobs, the color, everything. But we worked with a designer at IKEA, and it was really awesome. I loved most of the experience. I can say most. It was very fortunate for our designer to get a promotion or to move departments or whatever, but it was very unfortunate for us because it was like in between the order and delivery and all that stuff. So because we still needed to talk with somebody, and since she was no longer our designer, making sure we had all those components, we didn't. So we figured it out. It worked out. I think it's probably just one of those situations that we just happened to fall on. But working with IKEA was awesome. It was very affordable. I think if you watch it, I haven't watched the videos yet, but I probably have some frustration. But most of it at the end, it was like, wow, this is cool. So we didn't even think we ordered the lights. I actually said, I don't want the lights, so I'm gonna do my own. And they sent the lights anyways. We paid for them, but I was like, well, they're here, and I installed them. I'm glad I went with their lights. Their lights are awesome. They was very easy to install. The instructions are very clear if you know anything about IKEA. All the appliances we got from Samsung. We were just like, I think we saw the bespoke model, like
the bespoke line.
The bespoke line. We saw that years ago. Where it's like, oh, that's pretty cool, and you can change these panels out and stuff. So, like we said, they're all electric. We'll do a solar tour of all the stuff that I've been working on. That's actually what I've been doing, is redoing all of the solar work. And we haven't been filming that because no one wants to see that again. I don't want to see that. Just so you know, I consider myself part of the audience, future Brian, that's going to watch all these videos. I don't want to watch myself redoing all this stuff again. This is like the third time, so. We don't want nobody needs to see that. I was very desperate about having a wall oven. I was like, I just want a wall oven. And so I was like, this is our house, let's do it. So we have the wall oven. This is a counter depth fridge here. But I was worried about the doors too, but they're fine. You just can't open them at the same time. Be aware when you're visiting. But yeah, kitchen's pretty fun, It's a place where we eat if you're curious. We cook food.
Kitchen things.
All right. Here's our hallway. We do have a hallway. It's not really, this doesn't really feel like a hallway, but it is a hall. Right? Sometimes I think of a hallway as like a corridor. Anyways, I'm blabbing. We actually have several plans for this place. Believe it or not, it doesn't seem like it. There's no light in here, but that's for now. And we might actually have some light on this side too. Chelsea and I are planning something that, I don't know.
It's in phase 2.
Phase 2. I'm very excited about it. Makes me hungry. Anyways, in here we have our mechanical room. Everything from the original design was actually flipped. This is supposed to be right here. and then this was a hallway, and now we flipped it. Now this is the hallway. So I forgot why. I think it's centralized stuff.
Centralized plumbing.
Yeah, centralized plumbing. And I think I like bought so much product that I didn't like. I was like, okay, just minimize some of the stuff. But yeah, I don't know if it worked. Probably would have been fine if we just had it the same way. Whatever. But in here we have our half bath. We do plan to have a door here someday, probably in like a week or two. And yeah, if you've seen the video for that, then you know the half bath. It's there. Boom. That's where we get rid of waste.
That's where the bidet is.
Human waste. Yes, the bidet. If you're not team the bidet, okay. Yeah, I think we've had this conversation before.
Is it even a line at the stars video if we don't mention Team Bidet?
Team bidet, like sign up. You know, don't doubt. Get that tush clean. All right, let's go check out the bedroom, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, now we're into the bedroom and full bath wing of the house, if you will. That was the closet you saw. We're not gonna go in there. That's where we put everything that was like out in the open that you can't see now. So we're gonna ignore the closet. But this is a 1-bedroom cabin, 1-bedroom home, and this is the 1 bedroom. We have a king-size bed. You can see there's not a whole lot in here right now. Brian's computer is in here, well, until he builds his office. But when he has that space, this desk will be moved out. And really, the bedroom is just for sleeping. So we keep just the bed in here, really minimalist, clean for sleeping, and makes it easy to actually clean the space. And all our clothes are in the closet, so we don't have a need for a dresser or anything like that in this space. Additionally, probably in quote unquote phase 2, right now we're done with like phase 1. You'll hear us say that a lot. Phase 2 will probably involve some kind of built-in night tables for books, glasses, things like that. So this room is really nice at night when it gets dark, because with all the windows, you can really see the snow in the mountains and the moon when it's out, and actually the stars when the moon isn't out. So we don't have any curtains. We don't really plan on putting curtains up at any point, because we do live in a dark sky zone and we want to see the stars. So yeah, let's go to the bathroom. We're gonna turn on some lights. Let there be light. Woo! So I really love the bathroom. We definitely went super overboard with this space. We've had some neighbors over and they're like, oh, it's like a hotel. It's like, yeah, we definitely went a little overboard with it. But we had a couple of things that we really wanted. Like Brian mentioned in the kitchen, he said, I want a wall oven. Well, my one request was, I want a bathtub and I want to be able to look out at the mountains. So we went ahead and did that, as you can see. And that's actually why it's raised up a little bit from the floor, is so that when you're sitting in the bathtub, you can look over the window and see outside. We don't really have any neighbors, so some of you are probably like, oh my gosh, you don't have window coverings. You don't need window coverings. No one's around here, it's fine. We also have our double vanity, which wasn't a must, but is really nice, you know, 2 people brushing their teeth in the morning or in the evening. And the backlit or frontlit mirror was really important because of the placement of the window. It's actually kind of hard to see, like putting on your face in the morning unless you have that light there. So this mural is just on one wall, but it's from a website called Rebel Walls, and it was a peel and stick. You can watch our video about installing that. It wasn't too hard to do. I don't think it's technically recommended for a wet, humid space like a bathroom, but because of the tall ceilings and the vent, I did it anyway because I wanted it. And it's our house, so I did it. Also, we have our washer dryer combo unit. It is only electric. Everything in this house is electric only, no propane, no gas, nothing like that. It's a very low electric, trying to figure out how to say this, a very low like electricity model. Energy efficient. It's a very energy efficient model. So even though we're off grid and everything is electric, it doesn't use a ton of power, especially on the dryer mode. So sometimes it takes a little longer for things to dry, especially towels, but it works. And then of course, our double shower. This was what Brian wanted after he said, what do I get if me and Chelsea get a bathtub with a view? Brian wanted a double shower. So It is electric powered, if you will. There's actually no knobs or handles inside. What, thermostatic?
Thermostat.
It is thermostatic. Thermostatic.
It's a thermostatic valve.
It's a thermostatic valve. The shower has a thermostatic valve, so we can actually use this little doohickey here to turn it on without needing knobs inside the shower itself. Voila. Magic. It will also get to whatever temperature you put on the device, so you can set the temperature and which of the shower heads you want on before you even get inside there. We have 2 different colored ones right now because one of the other ones broke and we need to replace it. So it will happen. They will all match, which is great. And yeah, that's pretty much the bathroom, and it's a really cool place. I don't know, bathrooms don't have to be cool, but we made ours cool. So that's pretty much it for our house tour. Again, this is phase 1, so you see things like paint that needs to be done, trim, some grout and things like that. That'll all happen over time. Doors will hopefully happen soon, things like that. But this is kind of like a time capsule of before we get to that point, what did it look like when we were basically like done with the interior. So thanks for watching. Thanks for touring our self-built home as it is right now. If you're new here, check out the rest of our channel to see the full build in action. We have big plans moving forward as this homestead has all kinds of potential. So subscribe, stick around as we gear up for the future.
What's up, friends? Here we are in the kitchen. Jazz is impatient.
Shush!
She has dinner here in 10 minutes.
Brooding.
You have 10 minutes, ma'am.
Shut up!
Jazz,
Filmed in weeks.
hold on, baby.
Stop!
Get it?
Did she?
I think so. Yep, she did.
Jazz!
Jazz, you gotta wait 10 minutes. Hey.
Bro. This is unhinged. This
Dude.
is unhinged. Oh gosh.
Kona.
I've been waiting all day to film this.
Jonah. I mean, I guess I could just feed them early, but then they're just winning. Come on, get out of here. Get.
And then we're gonna hear them chewing in the background.
Yeah, I have to wait for them.